Got to be honest, guys, I haven't wanted to share this story quite yet, but it's getting to a point now where I feel like it's really necessary for you guys to kind of know where I'm coming from. So about 9 years ago, I got my dream job. And it took me about 12 years to get that job. I worked day and night, anguishing to get it. And when I finally got it, about a year after I got it, I started to realize it wasn't the job that I thought it was going to be, and I had spent a decade trying to get it. And through that, I was in a marriage that was not to what my expectations were. And I think that's been a story of my life of expectations, because when I was younger, it was all about what people thought about me and what people saw in me. And so I lived my life like this, a people pleaser, trying to make sure everybody felt okay. And so 9 years ago, when I started to realize that I was not connected to my wife and in a job I thought I loved that hated, I made some rash decisions where I decided to leave her for somebody else. And in that process, with my wife at the time, I had 2 kids with her, and I just up and left, just like that. And I'm sure there's things that we could talk about at both ends, but I own this story fully from the bottom of my heart. And the woman I left her for, we ended up getting pregnant really quickly. And I was in this battle of fighting between these 2 women that wanted to be with me. And I didn't know what to do. And so I had gotten to the point where I wanted to take my life. And if it hadn't been for my kids, I might have, because the amount of shame I experienced during that time was so heavy, it felt like it was the best option at the time. And it wasn't until I went to a personal growth seminar by Tony Robbins that my whole life shifted. It was the first time in my life I ever knew I had the power to control my life. It was the first time in my life I actually recognized that the decisions I made were the choices I made. And I set on a path to start living like this. I had been through therapy and personal growth seminars and all different kinds of modalities. And it wasn't until I met a couple coaches where I started to work with them and really started to connect all the dots. And that's when everything clicked. I'd been doing all of this work and I've been grinding it out and trying to figure it out. But then it clicked. And then everything started to shift. I started to feel different. I started to lose weight. I started to feel comfortable in my own skin. I started to not care so much about what other people thought of me. And then I started to build the man that I am today. One I'm proud of. Whether or not you like me or not, I'm proud of myself. I like myself. I hated myself for years. But I stand before you today proud of who I am and who I've become, and the love I'm able to give my kids, my girlfriend, and even the women of my children, my ex-wife and ex-girlfriend. As much as it might be difficult for us at times to see eye to eye, I still have a deep sense of care. And all of this about my story is just to tell you that I see you, and I've been through crisis, and I've been through those times that felt unbearable, that nobody was coming to save me and I had to figure it out on my own. And so my message to you is that you start to look for those pieces of support that are going to help you through these difficult times, because there is hope. There is hope for becoming the great man you know you can be. appreciate you guys. If you're not following my account, hit that follow button. I wish you the best.